Alright, so I have to make a video. I wasn't going to do this. But now I have to do it. So, one of my favorite YouTubers over here is Crypto Yardy. Come check out Crypto Yardy's videos. We have about the same amount of subscribers. Actually, I have a little more than he does, but we have about the same amount of subscribers. But I freaking love his channel. His channel's better than mine. You should go listen to it. The guy's got a great accent, so he's fun to listen to. But he made this video about daily divs, and you know, it is what it is. I mentioned in the last video, and he says it's his mistress. His main wife is Proof of Weekends, but his mistress is daily divs, which probably explains why Yardy talks about having so many kids. But anyway, by the way, go check out his channel. Again, come over here, check out his channel, Crypto Yardy. Click the subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon like I have, because he puts out great content. But I want to talk specifically about daily divs. So I have I put a test deposit over here, but I don't really. What got Yardy excited kind of disappointed me. He and I saw this probably about the same time come out, and we saw some similar YouTubers talking about daily divs. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to tell you why he's excited by it, and you can watch this video if you want. I'm going to tell you why I'm not. Let me see if I can get this to be a little bit. So now it's going to be stuck here. Okay, that's too much. There we go. So here's the thing. Daily divs is it's an exchange platform. They're using similar code, similar concepts, probably some of the same code as P3D, Proof of Weekends. This is the P3D is the original. It is the originator. It is the original developer. Nothing else is touching this. Daily divs is a fly on P3D's backside, if you know what I'm saying. Literally, there's a total amount in the contract, 2,000. P3D is north of 35,000. So, you know, far bigger community, and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna go ahead and make this prediction now. Daily divs will never touch P3D, and I don't say that to knock daily divs. I mean, this is far better than, you know, this is not some of these outright promise 1% a day into oblivion and they're Ponzi scheming. At least I don't believe that's what it is. But yeah, the exchange game on daily divs works similar to P3D, except, well, we'll take a look at it. And this isn't so much what bothers me. And I will tell you, I do see the potential to make some money in the short term here, and I'll show you how. But I'm going to first start out with what I don't like at all. First of all, right here, you buy tokens is 20% in, 20% tax in, and a 5% fund tax. P3D doesn't have this. This goes to the contributors, to developers, and I think it's steep. 5% fund tax. Every buy that comes in, 5% goes to the developers. Every sale, 5% goes to the developers. Now, I think that's crazy. Like, I think that is a lot, and I'll show you why. I think it's here. As a player, I don't know why that does that. I don't buy that. I don't think that's malicious at all. Hang on one moment. Let me pause and get out of that. Okay, I was just reading this. I don't know if this is true or not, so I'm not going to say it's not true. But I don't have. I'm not logged into MetaMask. MetaMask was okay, I just pulled back up the daily div site. I won't go back there. I don't know what that was about, the earn game. So we'll see Smart Lending comes up. Basically, you can buy, they'll do it here on Smart Lending too. You can buy these cards for 307,000 DDT, which each DDT is worth, let's see, each DDT is worth, does it say over here? I'm not seeing it. I think it's like 60 cents, maybe 30 cents. We'll just use round numbers and say 50 cents. So with that being the case, on the smart lending side, 2% of all deposits. And how much does it cost you? Well, probably at least $100,000. So that's crazy. And these are the same price, by the way. And there's like a half-life, 20-day half-life, 4-day half-life. So basically it just means in 20 days or 40 days, this cuts in half. Think about this. This is how valuable it is, but the developer's getting 5% of everything that comes in right off the top. My opinion is that's a little bit steep, but that's not what I'm making bones about. That means they're basically going to earn 10% of everything that comes in. Hedge funds charge a 2% management fee. They're going to take 10% of everything that basically comes in. When it comes in and goes out, they get 10%. Okay, whatever. I just think that's a lot. So that makes it, by the way, that makes it 25%. That means when you deposit money, you are going to lose 50% of it. It means you got to earn that original 50% back before you actually are earning profits. But okay, so I think that just makes it extremely risky. Extremely. So then they got this smart lending. Now this is really the part, I mean, the rest of it, I don't like. I mean, I think, I've said this before on my channel, I think the smart contract, I think the only thing that can make proof of weekends, and this is just my guess, the only thing that can make it better is that they charge a 10% in, 10% out. And I think it would actually be better if it was 5% in and 5% out, or 6%, 7%. The reason I say that is because I think people are more likely to buy and sell if they didn't have to get taxed so heavily. And it's the buys and the sales of the tokens that create volatility. Now there's some point, I believe there is some number, and maybe that number is 5%. There is some number that's too low, but what's the optimal number to encourage a lot of buys and sales, which creates the volatility of the token, but at the same time earns dividends? I mean, charging a higher percentage is not necessarily the secret to getting more dividends. I think that actually stops the movement of tokens. Now, interestingly enough, with daily divs, their end goal in this entire website is to stop the movement of tokens. They're looking for you to get in wanting a high return, but I think that they do a lot of things that cause you to leave your tokens here. A big part of it is the 20 or 25% in and out. That encourages you to leave your token just sitting in the game. Now, also when you buy these cards, you pay this price, but it's gone forever. You don't get it back. You get it back when someone else buys it from you. But in 20 days, if someone buys it inside the 20 days, you get the money back. You get the 307. You end up you make money on the sale of the card, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Meaning that if someone buys this for 307, they're paying, I think, double what you paid for it originally. But if the half-life goes down, if in 20 days it drops in half, I think, there's a significant drop in the price. Now, in the meantime, you're still earning 2% of every deposit until someone buys it from you. And then 20 more days, the price will drop down in half again until someone says, hey, it's worth it, let me buy it for that price. When people buy these cards, those tokens essentially stay locked up if they lose money on the half-life. They end up staying locked up in the contract. Is that good or bad? Well, it's good for probably the price of the token long term because it keeps tokens tied into the system potentially. But if all this sounds confusing, it's because it is. There's a lot of percentages around here. The website is laid out as nice as it can be. There's just a lot of percentages and a lot of differences. So 1% goes into the smart lending. Over here, sorry, no, 2% earned goes into smart lending. 4% is earned on DDT. Oh, sorry, that's earned from the smart lending. See, it's a little bit confusing. I need to read it. Here's the part I don't appreciate. You earn 1.33% every day through the technology of the AI. This is very similar. I went and ate a burger. I went and ate a burger last night, and the menu said, it was selling the burger while it was good. It said, it's a fresh burger, never frozen. Grass-fed, finished on grain. Now, unless you're a farmer, and my family had cows growing up, most people don't realize, all they said was, We just sell you ordinary beef. We just don't freeze it like Wendy's. So the beef we sell you is similar to Wendy's. But Jack, they said it's grass-fed. Yep, it's grass-fed, finished on grain. Grass-fed beef is not finished on grain. All beef is grass-fed, finished on grain. Finished on grain. Grain is done on feedlots through large companies like Cargill and stuff to fatten up beef. This is very similar. 1.33% every day through the technology of the AI, which just, it doesn't mean anything. That doesn't actually mean anything. Smart lending is designed to earn income for DDT daily dividend token holders forever. No humans can stop this contract or your earnings. Yes, humans can stop your earnings. All they have to do is stop interacting with the contract. Use smart lending is simple. Just buy DDT tokens on the exchange and deposit them here in smart lending to start earning 39.9% per month with no mysterious trading bot needed. Of course, you don't need a mysterious trading bot. Nothing's happening with the tokens. It literally is a Ponzi scheme. And you don't have to like it. I'm not saying it's not even a Ponzi scheme, because the truth is they're telling you, but it's 100% getting paid out from new money, and that's all it is. As long as new money's coming in, payouts will continue. That's all this means, except they're done automatically through the smart contract. That's all it means. Your profit can be withdrawn at any time with no fee, and your profit is secured by the second in your profit wallet. Okay, that's cool. So you put money in, and you can withdraw the rewards with no fee. But if you pull it out, if you pull the fee out, then it's a massive fee. If you try to sell your DDT tokens, it's a massive fee. I read somewhere that that's 22%, not 25%. Again, why all the different percentage changes, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why there's all these different percentage changes. But come here, look at what Yardy said. He said, he was talking about the Discord. I'm not in the Discord, that's why I'm using his video. How is the 1.33% paid, and is this sustainable? Well, they do a good job of explaining is the 1.33% paid. However, they clearly tell you, if you read it, that really it's not sustainable. The 1.33% is paid from the pool of tokens deposited into the smart lending. In other words, it's paid out of new money coming in. If a person chooses to withdraw their capital, a 22% fee is taken, which stays in the pool for others who are still part of it. So we take out 22% if someone tries to pull their money out of the smart lending platform, and that continues to pay investors that are still in the smart lending platform. Each card, the Whale, Shark, or Piranha, all sends 25% of its value to the pool each time someone buys them. Okay, so I didn't catch that earlier. So in smart lending, where is it at? Each time you buy one of these cards, 25% of that goes to the pool as well. 25% here, 25% here, 25% here, it goes to the pool. Okay. Again, it's just a way for new money to continue to pay the old money, so to speak. Also, a smart lending contract gets the divs from the tokens it has. So the actual contract itself is earning dividends on the own tokens it is holding. Once the smart lending contract reaches 0.1 ETH or more, it will automatically purchase tokens from the exchange to add more tokens to the smart lending pool. All this makes it sustainable. It only makes it sustainable if people see, again, this statement is not accurate. It only makes it sustainable if people aren't selling all their tokens. And they do discourage you with that fee from selling your tokens. Now, here's what I think is, if you wanted to make money on the platform, I think the way to make money on the platform is right here. Come to the exchange game, buy and hold. I do think for the near term, for a while, there's going to be more ETH in this contract. I think people are going to be playing it. I think it's going up a little more. And they do a pretty good job of discouraging you pulling money out. However, and because people keep putting money in, they keep putting Ethereum in, it's going to drive the price of the token up. So all you have to do is hold on to your tokens in the exchange game and pull out dividends from the exchange game. Again, the exchange game is very similar to the P3D version of the game. So eventually, people just stop putting money in, and all the dividends dry up. And so they kind of show you that right here. I'll show you. This is a surplus, extra money in. So and again, it's wrong to call this a Ponzi, but it is old money. It is new money paying old money. But this just shows you that it kind of gives you an indication of the life of the contract, how long it's going to pay out. Right now, this number is on an upward trend, but at some point, people stop putting money in, and you'll see this number start to go backwards. So my advice, well, I'm not going to give you any advice because I don't think this is a great platform. I don't think there's any innovation here. I think this platform is literally destined to fail eventually. They got a lotto game. If they can get a lot of people playing the lotto game, then that might, I don't know. Let's see what this token graph says. They're just trying to find ways to keep it going for as long as possible. That's really what it, but clearly it's going to end. It's not sustainable. I mean, they don't tell you anything here that explains why it's sustainable. They tell you why it may last longer. So I guess know what you're going. Here's what I would rather do. Let me just say this. Learn Masternodes. I mean, Proof of Weekends. I'm in Proof of Weekends because it's actually, I think they're going to develop new games, and there's all they have to do is develop games or develop something to create volatility in the contract. That's all they have to do. Keep creating a reason for people to buy and sell. Keep creating a reason for people to buy and sell. That's all you have to do. And if they do that, and I think they will do that, they have a lot of new development in place. Just creating games and adding twists to games and raising the fees, that I don't think that's going to be the solution. That's just me. Are people going to make money in daily divs? Absolutely, they're going to make money. Is it a Ponzi scheme? Are they going to exit scam? I don't think so. I haven't read the contract. I don't think they're going to exit scam. I don't think that's the name of the game. I think it's going to be like FOMO, though. It's just going to, FOMO, short game. You're just going to see it at some point start to implode on itself, and it'll just go stale, and that's fine. FOMO, the short game has gone stale. The long game, I think, will continue for a while. Yeah, we'll just wait to see. This whole space, here's what I give them credit for. I give them credit for trying. I give them credit for, trying to figure things out and trying to be transparent. I mean, assuming all this contract, the contract is solid, and I haven't read the contract, nor do I understand how to read the contract, but assuming it's solid, then it'll last a while. But I just don't, the smart lending bugs me because it's just so blatant. We're just paying you out of new money, or finding a way to hold on to the new money. And it's, people want that 1% every day, 1.5%, 1.3% every day. And I just don't think that's going to be sustainable. But hey, what do I know? I may be proven wrong. Let me know. Put your thoughts down below. If you love daily divs, awesome. And if you don't, let me know why you don't. But if you love it, great. Just put your thoughts. I recommend learn about Masternodes. I think that there are Masternode projects that are going to be sustainable. I mean, they are going to be sustainable. Many of them aren't, but in the short term, you can earn a lot of money with them, no different than things like daily divs. But most of them, I mean, there are some that are designed to be short-term churn and burns, but most of them, I shouldn't say most, a lot of them are their projects with real team, active development behind them, active development. I'll put a link down here for a simple POS pool. Do your research, but I would encourage you to research things like, let me see. I'll just go one by one. Pivx, research that. Research, and I'm not saying that these are the only ones. These are the ones that I'm aware of. That Stratus, you can research that. Linda, research that. I'm not recommending these. These are just ones that I think are good projects. Big Green, research that. And I don't know all these. Like, I've never heard of this one. Deviant, research that. GenCoin, research that. I'm going to do some videos. I need to do a video just on Masternode stuff. If you've looked at Masternodes, and some people like this one, some people like this one. I don't know anything about them, though. I just know that people like them. If you research Masternodes, I would avoid this one. I would avoid this one. I would avoid this one. These are primarily just churn and burns. Like, people are trying to make a lot of money in the short term, and they're going to die out eventually, I believe. Avoid this one. I think you can avoid this one. People like this one. I don't know enough about it, and I think people like this one as well. I mean, they're very popular. I just don't know enough about them. Avoid B3. Just do your research. But basically, the whole purpose in using a pool like Simple POS pool and crypto staking pool is another one. The reason in using a pool is you don't have to know how to set up a VPS, a virtual private server. You don't know how to worry about knowing how to set up the wallets. There's trade-off. There's pros and cons to using a pool. But for a newbie, and you know you're just putting in small amounts of money, small amounts being hundreds of dollars, not tens of thousands, then these pools are great places to start learning Masternodes, start getting some passive staking, some passive Masternode rewards and things like that. And I've done a video on what is a Masternode if you don't know. But some of these projects, I think some of these projects are ultimately going to end up being very stable long term. Whereas something like Daily Divs, unless they innovate into something totally different, I don't think not one project up here shows long-term stability. As Proof of Weak Hands, I think they may have not only long-term stability, I think they're doing active development that's going to be transformative to the future of this project. At least that is their goal. There's a team actively working to do that. Same thing with some of these Masternode coins, but Masternodes are just a different animal. But you can absolutely earn passive cryptocurrency through Masternodes. Thank you so much for watching. If you get started with Simple POS Pool, it's just a matter of going somewhere. I go to Cryptopia. I'll put a link down below. That's a lot of these coins are on Cryptopia, and you just have to have Bitcoin or Ether, and you go to Cryptopia, and I can do a whole video on how to make a purchase on Cryptopia as well. If you want to see that, just let me know. Put it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on Daily Divs. What are your thoughts? And let me know what you want to see more videos on. If you want to see more videos about Masternodes, more videos about Proof of Weak Hands, because I've got more content I could cover on Proof of Weak Hands as well. You want to see more videos on Bitcoin faucets, crypto browser. What do you want to see more videos on? Put that in the comments as well. I read your comments. I try to reply to your comments. But I love to hear about you. I love to read about you. And the only thing I don't really tolerate my comments is promotion. So if you put links down there, your affiliate links or whatever, they just typically get deleted. If you make comments trying to promote something, I just delete it. Don't worry about it. Just save yourself some time. I typically, if you make more than one comment, I flag it as spam to YouTube. That's only if you comment more than once on this video or any other video, I just flag it as spam. But thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up icon, hit that bell notification icon so you will know as soon as I put out the very next video. Thank you so much. Have a great day.